G'day. Oh my gosh. Wow. We are already over 200 kilometers an hour. Folks, welcome to Shin, Yokohama station here in Japan. I'm Andy, and this is Andy Roams, and we are here today. Well, last time I was in Japan, which is 2 years ago now, I took the Shinkansen all the way down to Fukuoka. But today, I thought I'd make another Shinkansen vlog because today I'm taking the green carriage. That's basically first class on the Shinkansen. We're at Shin Yokohama again, and we're going to Kyoto. So let's see what next level Shinkansen is like. We're on the Nozomi 341. Okay, so the ticket is kind of here, and a QR code I bought through One Go Asia. I really don't work for them, but they seem to do the job pretty well. And I bought it before we left Australia, so I think we paid over 200 Australia, about 230 Australian dollars, I think it was, for this less than 2 hour train. Of course, it still goes a fair way. Anyway, we might head up to the platform soon, I'm not sure. Over there we have the smoking room. It's just chockers. There's no room in the smoking room. Everyone wants to smoke. Anyway. So it's an interesting little process as I exited the local train, or the Yokohama line. To exit that section I had to scan the QR code and then my Suica card, which is the card I use to ride the local train, and then the gate actually gave me this little ticket here, which was kind of cool, I guess. But you had to do it in a certain order, and I got 2 tickets because my wife's with me, so I had to scan both QR codes before we could use the Suica cards. Yeah, there's someone to help you there. Yeah, it wasn't quite as straightforward as I might have thought.
The train at track number 3 is Nozomi 33. Via Kyoto is arriving at track number 4. Please stay on the yellow line. Non-reserved seats are in car and 2. 4番席は9時13分発のぞみ341号新大阪行きの到着です。自由席は列車の前より1号車、2号車です。ご乗車の時は足元にご注意ください。Please watch your step.
Well, folks, there she is, and she's a beauty. Oh yes, magnificent. Seats 5A and 5B. Very spacious. G'day. Oh my gosh. Wow. We are already over 200 kilometers an hour. This journey is 450 kilometers, folks. So that sounds like a lot, hey? But it makes it in, well, we leave at 9:13. We arrive Kyoto at 11:07, I think it is. So that would make it an hour 54. So the average, we're averaging about 230 plus kilometers an hour. And I just got handed a free moist towelette. It's the only time I'll use that M word. It's a horrible word, but wow. The leg room, the space here is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. This is comfort, this is style. I literally now wish I was on this train for the whole day. I could just sit on this train going at 200 plus K an hour with this seat the whole flipping day. So there you go, look, have a look here, we've got a tray. That's the kind of leg room we're talking about, and there's a footrest that is adjustable. An adjustable footrest. Okay, I'm just going to spend the next 25 minutes doing this. I'm actually building my calf muscles up. You know, I often I speed the footage up out a window, out of a plane or out of a train. I promise you I am not speeding this up. This is the speed we're going in style and comfort. Okay, there you go. There's food and beverages available on your phone. The only question is, will my data work? I think I will order something just because. And on this side, absolutely nothing. Question, Andrew, would you rather ride on a Shinkansen or a steam train? Why not both? Also charging options here, just usual sockets, just the typical Japanese socket there, no USBs, but does the job, and they're in an accessible place. An accessible place. Faster than a speeding bullet. It's the Nozomi Shinkansen. Okay, well, I tried to use their ordering service on my phone, and what would you know, the link did not work. So somebody just said they will come here and take my order, I guess. I see something cool out the window, and before I can get the camera around to look at it, we're past it, or in a tunnel. A lot of tunnels. We're heading towards Nagoya. But how about toilet time? I feel powerful. Crew. Well, they got separate toilets for men and women. A little sink. So if you're a man, that's perfect. I thought so. Well, folks, there you have it. Actually, if you remember from the last one, and you probably haven't even seen it, so I don't know why I say that, the toilet was huge, whereas this is just a decent size. It's got the special seat warming seat over here. Should you need to. It's got spray, a bidet. Oh, look at this. Don't tell me. Okay, I don't know if there's anything more futuristic than that in the entire universe right now. That is progress. That is progress. Down there, a special toilet piping dispenser thingamajig. flush button. Oh yeah. Oh, this is happening here. Tiny cute little sink. Up here to frick out, it's me! And that was Green Car Nozomi Shinkansen toilet time. Gentleman is coming along, asking for rubbish. More progress when there is progress. Hey, I've just ordered some ice cream. I was looking maybe for a Coke or something, but to be honest, that was not possible. The only soft drink they had was water, which I've already got, and orange juice. So I just got some ice cream. There's a fair selection of beer and alcoholic drinks. Just letting you know. High quality ice cream. High quality. How are you? Anyway, you do not need to see me eat this. Folks, the time is 10:30 and we are pulling into Nagoya, our first and I suspect only stop before Kyoto. Just half an hour to go. Okay folks, well the time is just about 11 o'clock. That means we've got about 7 minutes until we get into Kyoto. So it's time to wrap this little vlog up here for you. There's not really that much to say. I just confirmed the price that I paid. And for some reason they charged me in euros on One To Go Asia. 215 for 2 tickets, so that's about 107.50 euro per ticket. It works out to be about 180 Australian dollars, and on the ticket it says just over 18,170 yen. I think that's probably about $50 or $60 more than you would pay Australian. You would pay if you were just getting the standard class ticket. Now it's really hard to say, was that actually worth it? Was it worth it, the extra $60 for a comfortable seat and table service? Look, it really depends on the train you're on the day you're on, because the standard class, it can be packed. You can be even though the cabin is nice, you know, it can get so busy. And here, you know, this extra space, there's 4 seats across instead of, I think it's 5. We're talking about an extra 50% on the price of the ticket. So that's up to you whether you think that a bit of extra comfort is worth that. Two little criticisms that I have is a USB charger would have been nice, but we do have the plug, so that's no biggie. And they could have had probably a few more choices on their little menu there, but this one's only a short journey, so I didn't really need to buy anything. I kind of just did it for the experience. I would have preferred to do it on my mobile phone and see that all works for you, but c'est la vie. Anyway, I'll finish this video with some views. Thank you kindly for watching this little train journey with me. There's nothing quite like a Shinkansen. However, I will say that I should have tickets. I mean, I paid for them when I go to China after Japan to try high-speed rail there, and we'll see if it stacks up in any way, shape or form. If it pleases you, how about a click on the like button, a comment, subscribe. There's no pressure. I would appreciate it though, and it helps the channel to keep on growing. We're now over 3,000 subscribers, so that's great. Take care wherever you are in the world, and may the journey never end. May the journey never end. I wouldn't mind if this one went on a bit longer too, to be frank. Or George.